Hello everyone, today we're going to learn how to add additions to our roofs. Right now we just have a super basic roof, and what we're going to do is we're going to add this on the other side of the house, so on our west elevation. If you look closer, you can also see that I added a wall, so it'll let me select it. I have a wall right there so that I can change the materials and so that it's a nice and secure closed off for the roof. So we're also going to do that on the other side. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to go to my roof elevation, or my floor plan. Then I'm going to go to my architecture tab, click down on roof, and hit roof by extrusion. I'm going to pick a plane, and I'm going to pick this plane right here. I'm going to hit my west elevation, that's the front of my house. I'm going to start right here. So I'm not super concerned about having it centered because I can always move it one way or another. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line starting about right there. See, it's already guessing how long I want to make it to copy the one in the back, but you can make this as big as you want. So I'm going to hit escape because I just want those two lines, and you'll see it doesn't look super centered, but so I'll select those and move them over a tad, but it's not going to be perfect right now. I'll worry about that later. So I'm going to start off by seeing how that looks so far. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to go to my 3 elevation, just so you can see I maybe made it too long. That happens sometimes. So you can also see that this other roof, looks like I created 2. So that's the one I was showing you earlier, and this is the one I just created. It went through the entire house. That is one way to do it if you want it on both sides. So I'll just go in here and I'll delete the one I had earlier and the wall. And now I have this extrusion. Now, of course, if you're going through your house and you want to have an open truss system so you can see up into the attic, then this is not the way you would want to do that. You would want to go in here into your properties and fix the length of your extrusion. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to our roof plan, and you'll see this on both sides. You'll also see this is a little bit long. So we are going to figure out how much shorter we need to make that. You can use your arrows, or if you want to be more accurate, you can measure the distance, and again, like I said, go into your properties and fix it that way. So now we're going to click on our wall tool, and I'm just clicking on the generic 6-inch, but you can make it smaller or larger if you want. I'm going to have the measure by the finished face of the exterior. No, we're going to stick with the core center line. That's just fine. I'm going to make sure that the base constraint is on level 2, otherwise our wall would be floating, and I want it to only be about, we'll say 5 feet tall for now. We might change that. So if you see right here, this is where our extrusion starts and ends. This is on this where it's clicking. So I'm just going to click right there. Perfect. Then I'll create the other one right there. Perfect. I'm going to hit escape. The next thing I'm going to do is you obviously don't want the wall hanging off the side of the roof. So we are going to move it with our move tool about 1.5 feet. You can change this to whatever length you want. I'm just doing this for example. Perfect. Now we're going to go back to our west elevation, and you'll see our wall here. So I'm just going to show you this on one side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the wall, and then I'm going to hit Edit Profile. This will make it so I can change the shape of the wall. So I'm going to pick those 2 lines with my Pick Wall tool. Then I'm going to use my Trim tool and select all these 4 lines. And you'll see if you zoom in really close, it disconnected those, which is what we wanted. So I'm going to use my crossing box to get rid of these lines, and I hit my checkbox. So now you'll see if you go into the 3D view that I have a wall right here. So I can change that to whatever material I want, or I can add a window to it, whatever makes you happy. So that is how you add an extrusion to your wall, or to your roof, and add a wall into that extrusion. Thanks for watching.